We expected it to be a challenge, but we knew what was at stake. The higher education model in this country is changing. Universities are preparing students to compete in industries that didn't exist 20 years ago. Students, faculty, and researchers across the globe collaborate on projects with huge impact. Data is increasingly becoming a key factor in recruitment and retention. And people expect quick, easy access to the tools and resources they use every day. We had to catch up with the times. Access to information is the foundation of our mission. Technology drives this mission. As technology evolves and the adoption of new technologies increases exponentially, with each incoming freshman class, each advancement in healthcare innovation, each research grant requirement, each new learning model, we must develop new ways to support our end users. We had to reimagine technology to advance the university's mission. As early as 2005, the university started to conduct studies on IT. They all came to the same conclusion. We had decentralized commodity IT, too many decentralized IT staff. This decentralization also led to a tremendous amount of risk from a security standpoint and from a disaster recovery standpoint. I arrived at the university as the first Chief Information Officer, and I felt the first thing that I needed to do was to go out and listen and learn about the culture of the institution, understand the problems, the challenges, and the opportunities that we had. I wore out a lot of shoes going around and talking to the faculty, staff, students, and leadership of the institution. Leveraging from my leadership journey, the John Cotter book, Leading Change, it became clear to me that we had to have a common sense of urgency for change. For us, it turned out that our medical school was working with our hospital affiliate to move to a common electronic health record system. That project and the significance of that project prompted us to think about our IT foundation that system would be running on. That actually became our sense of urgency for moving forward. So before we started to even develop a strategy, we felt that we needed to articulate a set of guiding principles that could be kind of an anchor point or a lens that we could use to kind of run new ideas, new investment decisions through to make sure that we're all moving in the same direction. There were about 800 IT staff at Washington University when I arrived. We felt it was really important to build a community, and so we developed some language. We engaged with the IT staff through workshops to develop a common set of values and behaviors, if you will, in terms of how we were going to serve our faculty, staff, and students in the future. The key strategy of creating shared services required the creation of an organization that could deliver customer service. We shifted the focus of this organization to be a customer service organization with IT expertise that provided a common platform on which the university could run. Moving forward on a change like this requires partnerships. One of the first things I did was offer the MOR ITLP program to IT leaders at the institution. We've had over 25 people go through the program that can partner with us to help lead this change. We understood that communicating the change was critical to the overall process. We needed to hear from campus. We needed to gain their trust and support for where we were headed. And we leveraged a number of different communication strategies in order to do that. Empowering our staff to help initiate this change is critical. And what we are trying to help them do is to understand more broader context, the direction we're going, and give them the ability to make decisions within certain boundaries that allow them to deliver good service to our customers. So when you're making change like this, Cotter tells us that you also have to have short-term wins to keep people engaged and motivated along the way. A number of things that have been done to show progress along the way, to get excitement, to make sure that people understand we're not just dealing with the long term, but we're trying to solve some immediate needs. So we're getting good feedback on the things that we've done. We are piloting some of the larger things and being very transparent about those pilots so that they understand that we are really working hard to be partners with them and to be their IT provider. We all know you can't change culture overnight. That culture eats strategy for lunch. So you have to be very intentional about anchoring these new approaches and building on them as you go. Internally, we continue to focus on mission, vision, values. We're having discussions about diversity and inclusion. We're investing in our staff by committing 5% of their time to professional development. Externally, with governance, we are seeing that those kind of processes, our investment proposal processes where people can articulate projects for review, are becoming more and more of the norm about how to get things done. We are becoming the place, the IT organization that people are reaching out to. We are seeing a shift in IT in so many ways. The story's not done. We have very good momentum. We are very optimistic about where we're going. It really is all about leading change.